Well, it's very interesting, as I talk about all the time, how experience shows up as something that seems, at least a lot of experience, shows up as something that seems identifiable. It seems as if we know what it is. It seems to be very specifically that and not something else, which is how we distinguish, one experience from another, one person from another, one circumstance from another. So we could say that reality shows up very with a kind of specificity. You can specify like this and distinguish this again from that, from something else. And we all know this. This is how we encounter this world of diversity, right? The diverse array of flavors of life, the diverse array of phenomena, right? But as I'm always asking and inviting you to discover is that when you look at any of this stuff that's showing up that seems like you can resolve what it is, that you know what it is, that's the resolution, right? Oh well, it's this, right? It's fear, it's joy, it's a room, it's a glass of water, it's right, it's me. um, it's as if the reality of the moment has concretized in such a way, it's solidified itself in such a way that it has become something, right? And then we have, for much of it, language, at least a great deal of what's arising. We seem able to um, render in some way with language and concepts. But then there's this curious thing that we can come to see, which turns the world upside down on its head because it's so completely opposite of what we imagine. And that is to see that the question, what is it? What is this thing that I think I know what it is? You can never find, you can never find it. There's no it. You say, what is it? Some experience, fear. What is it? It's like, it's kind of a funny question, right? It's fear, but what is it? What is the what is the thing? Like, go find the thing, it, and show me it. Like, what is it? And one of the reasons the inquiry is easy in one sense into this is that you can take any phenomena and ask the same question, what is this? What is it? So, for example, if you take um, the breath, what we call the breath, okay? So, what is it? Well, it's breath, right? But what is it? So, as you know, I'm not asking that as a question to be answered through some sort of analysis. The breath is, this oxygen that moves into the body. I don't mean that, of course. I mean, what is it? Like, what makes the breath as an experience, as a phenomena that you can recognize? Oh, there's the breath. Like, there, I can feel breath. Like, I can feel it. So feel what you call breath, breathing right now. Very easy because here it is, breathing. And then ask yourself, what is it? Like, what is there? If you were, if the breath was an onion and you were peeling away the layers of the onion to get to what the onion is, like what its essence is, what its center is, um, what makes it it. What is it? Like, Peel away the onions of your breath. Feel the breath and notice that it has no center. It has no, there's no it there. There's no core, no essence, no, you can't say what it is. You don't find it. As you feel into breath, you don't get to the bottom of it. You can't pin it down as being this because you don't get to a point where you arrive at this final conclusion of what the breath is. Do you feel that? It's a the exploration is feeling the breath as a felt sense of when I say feel, it's like something's there and we have a label for it called breath. We'll just forget about the label. Feel what the label is referring to. Feel the presence of, you might say it's certain sensations, but that again is just another label. Keep feeling that and notice how you don't find, you can't find the breath. You find endlessness. You find a boundless universe. You could call it sensation, but it's kind of a meaningless word. It doesn't, right? You can't say what you're experiencing that you call, that we call the breath. If you put your hands together and feel that sense of touch, it's very distinct from the felt sense of the breath, isn't it? It's you're not feeling the breath with your hands together. You're feeling something else, right? That's distinguishable from the breath. But now feel this, just as you did with the breath, what's there. You don't have to look for something, just feel whatever's there. It's like it's coming to you. You don't have to go find it. It's just right there. Whatever's there, whatever you're feeling, there it is. Just let it come to you. Whatever, you don't have to look for anything. Feel what's there. Could be a little tingling. What's that? What is touch? What is a sense of touch? It's very subtle, isn't it? But again, like with the breath, you just keep peeling away the layers of what makes touch as an experience. And there's no center there. There's no end where you finally arrive at what makes touch, and what makes the breath, or what makes thought, or what makes the room that you're sitting in, the room that you're sitting in. In this sense, we're now feeling into and just exploring the way in which there's no things here, right? If you can't say what the thing is, then it's not a thing. It's not an it. It's not a phenomena that you can put your finger on. How can we say it's a thing? Well, what is the thing? If we can't determine what it is, then it's not a thing. It's much more well, I don't know what to say. What is the breath? What is the sense of touch? What again, anything that you might seem able to describe is beyond the reach of all of your ideas, all of your definitions. There's a lot of discussion, as you no doubt know, around, oh, who am I? That question, find the self, and teachings often focus on this, like that's somehow the linchpin of discovering that you can't find the self. And even though we assume that there's a self here, I mean, go and look for that, and you find the same thing, whether you look for the self, though, and as you do when you look for the breath. It's like it's not any different. There can be a felt sense of individuality somehow, but if you go to look for that, you again you find fathomless, bottomless, indescribable, indefinable. And none of those words come anywhere close to capturing, because this is not, and that's how transcendental this reality is, how beyond comprehension it is, beyond the grasp of thought. So we have this strange sort of situation we find ourselves in where we seem to know what things are and operate within that seemingly knowable nature of phenomena that we're encountering. And, you know, here's water and I'm drinking the water. Here's my computer that I'm talking to you through. And so I know what these things are in one sense, but I can't say what they are at the same time. Not only are all these phenomena endless in their seeming detail, where I never get to the final detail that tells me this is what it is. I never get to the it, right? There's the ultimate, essence of this phenomena, right? I never find that. I just find this infinity of, right, sort of just falling through this infinity. But any of the details that we might locate and come in contact with when we're exploring some aspect of experience is also completely slipping away too. So this is another strange property of our experience, which it seems to be here as something, right, you can grab hold of and talk about and experience, but right, like the present moment, here it is. Here is here, this present moment. And it's how quickly is how long is the instant here for, right? Like this is another reason why you can't find it, because it is never one particular way, right? So just the moment you think, oh, I found it, I found what the breath is, or I found what John is, or I found what fear or joy is, it's like it's no, it's literally become something else, right? It's that instantaneous. And it's very plain to see that there's no time, right? Because here's this moment, and then okay, so and where did it just go? It's not here anymore. And there's this moment and it's gone. And then there's this moment and it's gone, right? There is no past that can be found. The last 18 minutes since we started is gone. The last 18 seconds are gone. The last second is gone. The last half second is gone. The last 1/100th of a second is gone. The last 1/1000th of a second is gone. 1/1 millionth of a second. Like how small do you want to make it? Well, 1/1 billionth of a second is gone, right? So exactly how it's like the knife edge of the so-called present moment. It's like so somebody emailed me recently, like they go, I just don't get it. Like if the moment has no duration, how can I experience anything? And I said, well, that's a fair question. Like logically, there shouldn't be anything that's even being encountered seemingly because it's here for no time. There's no present moment yet. Here's all of this. So this is what we're encountering, the sense of this flow of reality being here, and yet it's completely ungraspable, and it's really here for no time at all. So it's not here. There's nothing here at all. You feel that? Zero. It's here for no time. There's no story. There's no world. There's no phenomena because they're all whisked away instantaneously. They're not actually here for any time. And yet, here is the world. Here is our conversation. Sort of. I mean, right? We experience what we seem to be experiencing. And so it's all very real in one sense as the experiences that we're having right now, right? Those that we seem able to label and those that we clearly can't label, but there's something, the sense of something being here. But um, okay, now I want you to take your hands and your mind and grab hold of what's here and hold it there and look at it and tell me what it is. And like you can see, you can't do that because it's like it's like holding on to something that's it's like this. If the moment was like this thing and it was like moving as it is in its aliveness, it's moving. So you're like going to grab hold of it and it's just moving as you're grabbing hold of it. It's changing shape and changing shape and shape. So there's not a thing here to grab hold of. So this is freedom from things, right? Because there's nothing. I say, freedom is a discovery that there's nothing binding us. Nothing, no thing binding us because there's no things. And we're not a thing either. So there's nothing that can be bound. And that is a complete freedom of this. Nothing holding anything else, nothing blocking anything else, nothing in the way of anything else. Um, just this mysterious, ever-changing, ungraspable, magical, inconceivable flow of something that doesn't seem to be a thing, but shows up as a world of unbelievable seeming structure and complexity. And it's just staggering, isn't it? We'll never be able to come to a final conclusion of what this is because it has no final conclusion to it. That's its endless infinity. Why do we need to be able to conclude what it is anyway? Where is it written that we must conclude what this is?